Wicked shadows surround you, dark you.
I crashed a man's Corvette.
Kinda killed my dreams of being an artist. I'd rather betray the world than let the world betray me.
These represent the dice of fate. We roll them every day to see if we will become successful.
Notice they are black because doom always prevails. We of Black Rosary fame are on our way to pick up a new axe for myself, Sweets, an Aria Pro 2 SBR60, a 3 pickup wonder, neck through body, natural finish, perfect for my theme of all natural bass guitars.
Japanese construction at the hands of the Matsumoto factory.
24 fret wonder, perfect for full-scale shredding.
Wielded by the likes of Cliff Burton and Ricky Sarzo.
And now, Malachi the Sweets. We're heading to Oak Ridge, alright?
The SBR60 typically only has one pickup. However, this one seems to have been modified with 3. And perhaps Sweetser will upload a demonstration to our YouTube and Instagram, so stay tuned. You may have noticed we are in a different vehicle this time. This is not the Black Rosary Mobile. This is the Lincoln MKZ featured in the music video for Crimson.
This particular Lincoln will one day be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right next to Peter Steele's bass.
On our Crimson video, on the reel on Instagram, someone compared us to Typo Negative. I am very, very pleased to meet that comparison. Typo Negative is a big influence on both of us.
Maximum performance achieved. Hear the roar of the 3.5 V6.
Sweetser, I think our fans would like to know what the song Crimson means to you. You, after all, wrote the lyrics and directed most of the story for the music video.
Well, I made this music video based on a series of dreams I used to have. I was like 15 through 17. I would have this woman. She was like a fantasy, you know. She was clearly not from this planet. She was always draped in the finest of silk garments, and she would come to me nightly. I would spend the entirety of my dream just running through the trees and chasing after her, and every time I would get close to her, she would just vanish like that. And it happened almost every day for like a period of 2 years.
At the gates, at the walls, of Montague, blood of the stones of the citadel.
I would say right now we are alcohol and ass.
One thing we would like to do more of in Black Rosary is communicate with our growing army and our community at large. If you have any ideas or suggestions for videos, please comment them. We would be happy to respond and to entertain the ideas of new videos.
I know you were upset about the bathroom drape. I know you're going to piss yourself.
I am bursting at the seams with piss, and he did not stop at the recent gas station. I will surely die.
I'm so focused on making this video fire. I'm sorry.
He's so focused on getting that Aria that he doesn't even care about his own guitar player.
Guitar players are disposable. Arias are forever.
Wicked shadows surround you, dark you. There's no escape.
Oh my god, I wish we could get those big... Are those kayaks?
Even check out these colorful kayaks.
Do tell me, if you could fit a group of 5 people on that kayak, dead or alive, who would you bring with you? Put it in the comments below.
We are 3 hours out from our destination. The Lincoln is going strong, and we are comfortable and cool in the Lincoln.
I'm going a cool 65 in the 70 zone. I think it's really pissing people off. But I have a different philosophy. I'd rather I'd be comfortable and chill and not have to adjust my speed a bunch. You know what I'm saying?
We're making our first pit stop now.
Well,
God damn it. Don't film my struggling.
for only $25, this journey continues. Alright, let's go. Oh my god, that bird looks so confused. I would like to talk about a period in my life of confusion, sadness, the beginning of the end, really. long time spent waiting for a revival. It was 8th grade, and I was preparing to go into high school. And you know, I had aspirations of being an artist at that time. I had been drawing all my freaking life, ever since I was a kid. But I had been making like anime, that's what the commoners would call it. Really, I'd been drawing in the manga style. I dreamed of being an artist. I would spend most of my hours in the night and the day when I couldn't go outside and play with my friends. I'd be inside drawing. I didn't have any game systems. I didn't have any internet access. All I had was shitty non-cable TV and a notepad. So yeah, I would read a lot of manga, read a lot of books, and mainly I would draw. I went off and I tried to apply for this art school called DuPont Manual. It's pretty prestigious in my city. I tried to apply to it, and I had a whole summer to kind of get my drawings ready. And I was slacking off quite a bit. Because like, I feel like the best art and the best things come when you're just messing around. When you have to like put your mind to it, your mind evades you. It's kind of a weird happening. So on the final couple days, that's when I made all of my art. You know, I thought it was good enough to show them that, you know, I was a nice foundation to build upon. Because what else would an art class be besides that? Really, it's more like you go in there an artist so they could prop themselves up on your behalf. I readied myself for like the trial. You know, they would host trials, and it was my day. And so I went in there with my 5 sheets of like printer paper with my drawings on them. And as soon as I saw the other kids' art, I knew it. I knew I was decimated. They had like this one kid, I remember it specifically because it was so good. It was this portrait, this painting of Kobe Bryant, I think. And it was like super well done. Like that kind of art I would have never been able to create. Not even like to this day. And everyone had some intricate thing like that. That's how I knew I wasn't meant to be an artist. You know, I was just kind of gassing myself up. I guess it's because I didn't have internet access to see how far behind I really was in the world. It's a little side story for you guys. Back when I was a kid, I was a terrible child. I was a hellish boy. I used to go around the neighborhood, me and like a couple other little friends, and we would check every car, see if it was unlocked, and if it was, we would go in and we would pocket the change. And I remember one time, my associates got caught and I bailed on them. Real nice friend I was.
You're a coward, Sweetser.
Not a coward. It's wise to protect yourself at all costs. I'd rather betray the world than let the world betray me. I will be gobsmacking this entire video.
Something you may or may not know about me is I was not always a guitar player. In fact, I started off on the bass guitar at the age of 14, and I had nothing to do with my life. I was playing video games well into the night, staying up, socializing on Xbox Live. Those things I still do. However, my father would have none of it. He said, "Boy, you have no creative outlooks in life. You are a disappointment to this family, and furthermore, I am ashamed to bear you as my son. You will take this accursed NJ Series Warlock, and you will perform practice regimens for 6 hours a day until you are well enough to make money at your craft. It will be many years, and it is a long way to the top, but eventually you will prevail." The bass had been stored in a closet for many years, precisely 6. The strings had not been changed since my father's own ownership. For medical reasons, he could not play the bass anymore. I will not go into such details. Needless to say, it was not in optimal condition for playing. I did eventually amass a collection of bass guitars and amplifiers and effects pedals. And around the 6-month mark of playing bass, my father came to me and said, "It is time for you to learn the guitar." And he bestowed upon me a BC Ridge Trace Warbeast and a Crate Combo Modeler amp. That was on Christmas of 2015. I remember it like it was yesterday. Why are bands so boring these days? Why does no one dress up? The theatrics are gone. You wear nail polish and eyeliner. You are lambasted on the internet. I don't understand. Do you want to see normal people play? No. It is not fun. It is depressing. You go to a concert and these guys look like they just got out of work and got on stage. Why would you want to pay to see that? So we set out with a mission. We are bringing Gothic theatrics back to the state of Kentucky and furthermore the world. We will conquer the East Coast, move westward, and crush the setting sun under our feet.
In an age where it's so okay to have character, why not embrace it? Our stories both have one theme in common: the death of the person you were before you truly found yourself. Is that not true?
I would agree with that.
I think that every person must go through this phase in their life. They either recede into a dark place or they find themselves in a dark enough place that they must feather out. You know, they must find their wings. It's essential to the human condition. No, it's essential to the condition of the soul, which goes far beyond the human realm. Liquid death is overhyped hippie garbage.
I disagree completely. Liquid Death, if you'd like to endorse me, Draven 2000 will be your spokesperson.
Went down the wrong.
That's what happens when you disparage Liquid Death.
Went down the wrong hole. Damn you, Liquid Death. Trying to live up to your namesake, are you? Anyways, this is the story of how Rico the pirate tried to scam me. Rico's a very pirate name, am I wrong?
Not a sponsor, by the way.
Anyways, this is the story of how I got scammed trying to buy an Xbox One on Marketplace. I didn't have an Xbox One, and I was trying to come up on something right quick, and I didn't really want to spend a pretty penny on it. I wanted to see if I could, squeeze someone out of maybe I get it for $100. So I'm on OfferUp, and I see this offering from a guy named Rico, and right off the bat, I should have been a little suspicious because his name's Rico. And his profile was empty. But you know what? Sometimes when you're in the mindset of, ooh, I want it now, you don't think rationally. But I mean, the listing itself was pretty good. It works great, runs well. It was very descriptive. So right off the bat, that's kind of a red flag because that's not normal. I might have repeated myself, but I just got distracted.
We almost got ran off the road just now.
When I hit him up, we agreed to 120. So I drive there in my piece of garbage 2001 Mustang V6 5-speed manual, colloquially known as Lil Screama. I'm waiting for him in the Walmart parking lot, and as soon as I see him, I know I've made a grave mistake. He just looks the type to scheme and steal money from people. And the way he went about the transaction, he was very fast about it. He was like, all right, you good? You good? All right. And I gave him the money. He gave me the Xbox. I kind of had a suspicion I got scammed, but I didn't want to, I just wanted an Xbox so I could play things. Like I said, I wasn't thinking rationally. So I get it home, and I just can't get the freaking thing running.
Do not worry. I am here to help Sweetsa see the bad decision. Sometimes when you are in a trade and you want something bad, you are willing to overlook things you really shouldn't. That is why you should always bring a friend. But that's a story for another time. It's raining very heavily. I will see you later. It has devolved into utter chaos around here. Sweetsa is trying his best to maintain posture on the road, but we can't get a grip in the weather like this. This is the story about how I trashed a man's Corvette. You see, I was just a youngster, and I was in the car on the way back from Campbellsville to Louisville. I was seeing my grandmother, Hildegard. We stopped at a store to pick up something for my brother, Luke, and I was left in the car with my sister while my mother and my brother went into the store. And next to us was a C3 Corvette in mint condition. I don't know why my mother chose to park next to such a nice car, but it is what it is. And I was nary a 7-year-old chewing gum in the back seat, and I rolled down the window and I threw my gum carelessly out the window, and it landed right on his hood, squarely on the hood. And I made no attempts to retrieve it. I laughed about it with my sister, and we went on down the road with nary a care in the world. But I often ponder if that C3 owner seeks vengeance upon me to this day. Look at this hillside.
That is kudzu leaf. It grows a foot a day.
Wendigoon just did a video on this. Wendigoon, if you're watching this, we want to collab. Come on, we live in Kentucky too. We have just reached Tennessee, and this is the beautiful sight we are blessed with. The music of Mozart does it great justice. Admire the beauty of the natural eastern landscape. Interesting story. That used to be a statue of Jesus, but it caught on fire and they built a cross it instead.
You've heard of Black Rosary?
We are on the return journey. Ladies and gentlemen, we have secured the Aria Pro 2.
And she's a good one. We talked that sucker down, 700 to 500. Anyways, the Aria has some issues that we may have to diagnose later on in the night when we return. We may film it, we may not, whatever we feel at the time.
We have noticed a distinguished lack of subscribers in our subscription feed. 55. What good is that? I cannot conquer the world with 55. I require more. Damn it! Subscribe. Put that in the intro.
All right. And always remember, guys. We of Black Rosary did everything you're looking at first. We went and got the Aria first. We did vlogging first. We made a music video first. We made music first. Draven, what are we doing here?
Polishing the frets on the Aria Pro 2 SB R60.
I don't know if the camera can properly portray the difference, but it's quite phenomenal. Look at that.
These two are done. This one is not.
Yeah, can y'all see that difference? I will show you guys the final products.